And also, whenever you are trying to insert some values into the database, if the error comes, okay, suppose there is an error. Let us see. Here. Let us say I'm seeing one error, right? SQL error violation unique key constraint. Okay. So you must be in a position to understand why you are unable to insert the data into the table. Okay. You are trying to insert some value into the table in SAT table or EAT server, or a table in SAT server or a table in EAT server. If you see such value, such errors, you must be in a position to understand, oh, why it's not, why I'm unable to enter the data. So I'm violating the unique key. So that is the reason we are trying to understand this. Okay. So these parts, these are advanced SQL. You have to practice, as much as possible. Okay. The more exercise you do, the more, you really understand. Otherwise, what happens? You may understand the concept, but you will forget very soon. Okay. All right. Yesterday we discussed that, the first type of constraint is not null. Okay. What is a not null? Null means no value. Okay. Null means no value. Not null means the table, when you are trying to insert null into that column of the table, it will not accept. Okay. Constraints will always help to have the right data in the table. Okay. While doing testing, it's our job that we are going to use the right data for testing. If you don't get the right data, you will not get the right results. Okay. So can anybody tell me what are the reasons for a test case to fail? This is a very general thing. You should always have the idea. Okay. First thing is the reason for the defect or the reason for the test case to fail is, number one, the possibility of wrong coding. Number two, the data what we are using may be wrong. Number three, the version what we are using, the code of the version what you are using to test the functionality may not be correct. Number four, environmental issues. Okay, environmental issues. Number five, servers may be down, etc. These are the main reasons for a test case to fail. So a test case to fail means nothing but a defect. Okay, this is you should have a very good concept about this one. Number one, the code may be wrong. Number two, the data what we are using may be wrong. Number three, environmental issues. So instead of using SAT1 server, you may be using an SAT3. Okay. Number four, the version of the code. So can anybody interpret what is the meaning of version, code of the version? Can anybody give a light on that one? Okay. All right. I'll talk about it. Suppose, let us go to our test case. Our, we'll go to our bookmark, and let us take our test case. Okay. Okay, number one. Okay. So all of you, please understand this one. If you don't understand, ask me. It's a very important concept you should be having. This is where you are differentiating with other folks who are coming for interviews. Okay. That's
there's a lot of noise in the background.
Yeah, I'm going to take care of that here. Okay. See, let us say now I'm using version 1.0. Okay. Yeah, version is change. Version is changes or update the code. Yes, I'm talking about this, Sridhari. So good. See, the version of the code is 1.0. Okay. If I say Blue Cross Blue Shield NJ, okay, New Jersey, when I click the submit button, if the BCBS NJ is being accepted by the doctor, then the data will go to the database and will verify whether the insurance company is there or not. If it is there, it will pull up. Okay. So now one more question I'm asking everybody. What type of SQL command they will use to test this one? What type of SQL advanced command they might have used to check the BCBS NJ? Select, but select is correct, but which advanced command? I'm giving one more hint. Is it between or in? What might be they have used?
Order by?
In.
Yeah. Order by also. In is mainly it is used. Okay. What it will go? They will write a procedure. The programmer will write a procedure. Okay. Procedure means it will do a certain job. It will do certain operation. That is called procedure. So the moment if you submit button, right, how we will write the program? If you click submit, then this should happen. It will take the value BCBS, it will go to the database and it will verify. It will check, okay? It will check again and show BCBS NJ is there or not. If it is there, show, otherwise, just show insurance. So test case failed. Everybody will agree to this? Okay. Now, what you have done, you have taken the snapshot, you send an email to developer, and you open the defect, and the defect opened, and you also send to one developer. Right. So then what developer has done, developer verified, he realized that he made a mistake, so he corrected the code. Okay, good. Okay, now the version is 1.1. Okay. So, but unfortunately, the developer forgotten to move 1.1 into the SAT box. He moved 1.0. Okay. So you tested it once again. You got the same problem. Have you guys got the clarity here? Okay. See, even though he has done the correction in the code, but the code what he sent was old code he sent into the SAT box instead of sending the new code. It will fail, right? Old code is failed. Instead of sending the new code, he sent the old code. Definitely is going to fail. So that is one of the reasons. Is it clear to all of you?
Naga, can you repeat again this thing?
Yeah, I'll repeat. Yeah. Anybody else? Okay. Let me do once again. Okay. Always remember this is 1. Okay. Version 1. Here it is test to submit 1, right? Version 1. Okay. All of you will agree to that, right? Yes, you are seeing that, so you have to agree. You are seeing that. Number 2. Okay. take number 1. Okay, we got it. See, observe this one carefully. See, this is 1, okay? Test 1, 1. Test 2, 2. So, this is version 1. This is version 2. So, the developer has sent the version 1 initially. First he sent the code, it has failed. Okay, how it has done? Let us see. BCBS New Jersey Insurance. So it is failed. You raise the defect and you open the defect and move to John. John corrected the code, but instead of sending the right code, okay, this code, he sent the same code. Now what happens? Fails, right? See, even though he has corrected the code, but he has not sent the right code into the SIT box. He sent the old code. How? Somehow due to some error, he sent the old code. So, I told you, right? What are the reasons for a defect to rise? Number 1, code is wrong. Number 2, the data what you are entering may be wrong. Number 3, the version of the code may be wrong. Number 4, environmental issue. That means instead of, see, this code is in SIT1 box, and if you are testing SIT2, what happens? It will fail, right? The code is not there. Correct or not? Okay? And if the servers are down, that is also one of the issues. Okay? These are the main reasons. Is it clear to all of you? All right. Let me know if you have any questions on that one. Okay? All right. Not null is the first constraint. Constraints are used to send the right data into the tables. As the data is very important in an application. Without right data, we cannot do the testing correctly. Without right data, our test case will not pass. So you need to have the right data. To send the right data, SQL constraints are used. And also, whenever you are entering some data, whenever you are doing some manipulations of data, if some error comes, you should know what is that. You should understand. Right? Yeah. First is not null. Null means no value. Not null means you should somewhere. You should give value. Okay? So let me do one example here, okay? Let me do one example here. So I have taken one table. See, create a table persons 4. I'll create 5 here, okay? PID is integer. It is not null. Okay, it is not null.
Naga, this is Anna. I have a question since I missed from first few weeks. What is why is there underscore between P and ID? What does that mean?
It's just a name, that's all. Okay, you can use underscores to give more clarity for the that column, that's all, that field. See, you can use P underscore ID or not required. Okay. See what happens, right? Billing process indicator. Okay. See, if I write a billing process indicator, I think I showed you, right? Let me go to billing process indicator. Indicator. Okay. Indicator. All right. See, let me ask one question here. How this is looking? And how this is looking? Which is having more clarity? You tell me, Anna.
The bottom one.
Right?
Right.
That is the reason. See, it's becoming so much messy, right? So here, oh, just by saying first a couple of characters, you know, oh, it's a billing process indicator. Okay?
But instead of Naga, instead of underscore, we can always give space also. Even that will give clarity, right?
No,
Billing,
no, space, I think it won't accept space.
Oh, okay.
It won't accept space.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I mean. Those things, you know, let us do here, okay? Right away, I'll do that. Okay? I'll do like this. Let me do this, okay? What it is telling? Incorrect syntax near INT. Let me say underscore.
Yeah.
Okay? See? 5 tables created. See, that's what I'm telling. Anytime, you know, if you get something, do it in Oracle. See, the beauty is tomorrow, if somebody says in the meeting, no, we can do in a gap, then you have to prove that, no, we cannot do that. On the spot, if you are in a position to create a table and show it, is nothing like.
Right.
They know that you are the individual having some stuff. Then everybody will come to you. By the way, if everybody comes, please be patient and answer everybody properly. Okay? Some people think if you tell we are going to lose the jobs, no. I totally disagree to that. The talented person, right, he will never worry about those things. The reason, if you have talent, if not this client, some client will be there for you. Okay? I know some guys in various clients, even today I talk to them. They're so generous, they're so open mind, they're having so much depth of knowledge. And one more example I'll tell them to come to the class. While I'm studying, I have one student in engineering. Our assistant professor is to come and learn, you know, calculus from the student. Assistant professor. You know, that's what it is. Fine. So, good. We can keep space for the field, and we are keeping underscore for giving more clarity for the column. Okay, good. We move forward.
But Naga, not no doesn't still have space. That's fine. You can have space when you write.
Not only system defined.
Right. Okay, got it.
Right? System defined. Let us see what happens. We'll do right now. Good question. See, this is what I want from you guys. I'm creating table 6. Okay. See, first thing, Amna, what happened here? System defined. It should be in blue color, right?
Right.
Right? It's gone, right? Is not showing a blue color. It's showing, you know, 1 minute. Kiran. See, if it is system defined 1, should be blue color. See, like this, you know, suppose Amna it's like this, okay? Suppose you go to New York, suppose your parents are coming or your relatives are coming. By far distance, you can recognize them, right? Yes or no?
Right.
Right, same thing here. So, system is recognizing its own characters, its own predefined, you know, technical terms. So, it's going to fail. Why? Not null is not in blue color. So, let me clear this, guys, so that you will understand. What to write here? Clear screen, huh? Okay. So, not null. See what it is telling? See, it is telling, see, this is what I want you guys to understand. And tomorrow, when you go to the client place, you must be in a position to be confident and say, see, it is very clearly telling incorrect syntax near not null. What it's saying not null, it's not accepting. So, give the space here. Automatically, it moved to blue color. Blue color means it recognized its, you know, predefined terms. It's going to work. Got it, right? 6 created. Okay? Good. So now let us give some values. So first what I'm going to do, I'll take table 6. Okay? Let me clear the screen. All of you know, please participate in the call, okay? And you take it as a opportunity to improve your skills. And tomorrow when you go to the client place, I'm telling you, first day if they ask you to give a demo, you must be in a position to give demo without any hesitation. I'm telling you, you must be like that. All right. So what I'm going to do here, I'll say null here, okay? Null. What it is saying? Very clearly it is saying, SQL error, cannot insert the value null into the PID, table 6. Column does not allow nulls. How nicely it is telling. Column does not allow nulls. Okay? We said not null, right? You should give some value. So now I'll give one value. 1. It went into the table. Okay? So what we are doing here, we are filtering the data so that right data will be there in the table. We defined that PID will take only some values, no nulls. It is not taking null, it is not accepted, right? It is taking values. So this is first constraint. What is the next constraint? We know the next constraint is, anybody remembers?
There should be some primary key in the table.
Yeah, unique. We'll talk about unique. Okay. So unique, means the value should be different. That's all. Each record should be different from each other. Okay. The column for which we defined unique values, for both records, the value should be different. Same values cannot be in the rows. Okay, let me show you this statement and then I'll explain. See, what I'm saying here, you always remember one thing, okay? In any table, first what is unique? We'll tell right that guy is unique guy. Means he's different. Everybody is different. We are all unique, right, in our own way. Similarly, if you define unique for any column of a table, you should have different value. How we will see that now? A table can have more than one field, okay? Unique values. But we know very well that only one field or one column can be primary key. All right? There will be only one primary key, but we can have more than one unique keys or unique fields in a table. Okay? Right. See here, PID unique, right? What we are saying here, it is not null. Not null means it has to be some value. And unique means for every row, the value should be different. Okay? Let us see now. If you see this, you will appreciate that. But what you have to remember all the time is, unique means it's a separate value. It's a different value. A table can have more than one unique. Okay. So I'm defining U2 table, okay? Persons unique to table. Okay. U2 created. Okay, U2 created. Let me clear the screen. Okay. All right. So now persons U2, we know that if we say null, it won't take, right? That you guys will agree to that, right? Yes or no? I'm repeating once again. It should fail. It will fail. See, it mentioned clearly. So now what I'm going to do, I'll give one value here. Number 1. Okay. It will take one row inserted. Okay. Let me clear the screen. So now you have to be here. We have to understand the point. Okay. What I defined unique, right? Now I'll enter the same value. Number 1, right? See, PID, I said unique. First condition not null. Number 1 not null. When you entered first time, fine. Now I'm entering second time. Not null condition satisfied, but I am saying unique. I'm entering once again 1. Let us see what happens. See here, it is mentioned very clearly. Violation of unique key constraint. So you have to give another value. See, it mentioned, right? Violation of unique key. If I say 2 here, what's going to happen? Inserted. So now question to all of you. If I do it once again, what happens? If I do it once again, what happens? I will use the same data. What happens? Error. Right? What is error? It will say unique constraint. It is telling you're not following unit constraint. Yeah, it is telling you, hey Naga, your unique constraint you're not following. You have to follow it. So tomorrow when you go to the client place, if the unique comes, you have to check. Oh, the unique constraint I'm not following. You have to enter the correct value. See, if I say 3 now, you got it right. Well entered. So that's about unique. Okay. All right. Good. So now let us go to the next one, primary key. See, the difference between unique and primary is a table can contain more than one unique columns, right? But whereas primary key, there will be only one primary key. Okay. So basically primary key means it itself is not null. It itself is a unique one. So whatever the column you define, that will become the primary key. Okay. So one more advantage is here. I'll be talking about foreign key. Okay. Let me finish up primary key, then I'll go to foreign key. So I'm repeating again. There will be only one primary key. Primary key means it is a not null.
Naga, I'm a little confused between primary and unique because both have 1 month constraint. So I mean, can you just explain a little difference between both unique and primary?
Sure. That's what I'm telling you. See, primary key means there will be only one value in the table. That's all. Only one column. See, in this table, PID is only primary key. Okay. You can make last name as the unique one, first name as unique one, address also unique one. Okay. See, primary key means we will follow that one to retrieve the information, like social security number. You have your own social security.
Can we do it on the SQL server just to understand it more better?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. We can do that. But the thing, it's a name. Okay? See, social security number is a primary key. Right? We have, it is individualized number. Okay?
Right.
If you call insurance company, what they will say, can you give an insurance number or give me your SN number?
Right.
Go to car insurance. They will do the same thing. Or if you remember your car insurance number, fine, otherwise give me your SN number. Go to the bank. What they will say? Yeah, if you don't remember account number, don't worry, give me your SN number. Call credit card number. He will say, okay, give me your credit card number. If not, give me your SN number. So this is the primary key.
Okay.
For a table, there will be only one primary key. Based on primary keys, we will do manipulation. We will pull the values. Okay? But unique means last name can be unique, first name can be unique, address can be unique. Okay? Different values will be there for a record.
Okay.
Let me show you here. The main purpose is of primary key is to identify the value of a record separately. Okay, Sabina? I know, Sabina, initially yeah. I'm telling, a little bit, it's a catch, but, okay? As time goes on, you will digest it, right? See, first, not null we were able to understand, right? Very well. Null means no value.
Yeah.
Not null means some value. Like this, slowly you will get it. But the main difference is a table can contain more than one unique value. Okay? More than one unique value. Okay. But for a table, there will be only one primary key. And here is one more catch. A primary key can be one column or combination of columns. Why means? For the sake of, data processing. See, you understand the concept, it is enough, okay? If you understand the concept, it is enough. The reason, as I told you, when you are trying to enter the value, if you got an error, then you must be in a position to resolve it. Of course, you can always check with the developer, check with colleague, not a big deal. Okay? All right. We'll move forward.
Naga, could you please repeat that? The primary key can be one column, and then I lost you after that.
Yeah. A primary key can be with one column or combination of columns. They will define like that. Okay?
Okay, another question is, how would we know what to use? Like, how would we know when to use the unique constraint? Or, I'm just lost as to what would be the question where we would need to use that. Like, would we just have to decide? Or will
yeah, for you, Amna, for you, see, let me tell you clearly, we are not going to define all these things at the client place. Will you agree to that, right? We know that. This will be defined by the DBAs, and total planning or architecture will be done by the architects. Data architect, those guys will do, what table should have the what primary key, how the data is to be pulled up. Okay? They will set up the relations. But what we should know is, whenever you are trying to enter the data into tables of SAT or EAT, whenever it fails like this, okay, it failed. What said? Okay, unique constraint failed. Then, whenever you get a violation of unique means, oh, I'm entering the same value again. Is it correct or not? Right? See, why we got this value unique? Unique means the PID is unique. That means if you entered 3 once, you cannot enter 3 again. You have to enter 4. Okay, like that. So a table can have like unique values more than 1. Okay, but a table will have only one primary key. Okay, so primary key is used to set the relation with other tables. We know that, right? In employee table, in employee, we have used department. Okay, we have used department as the. Yeah, let me tell you. You will appreciate this now. I'm going to talk about department foreign key once again. So I told you, right? This is definitely a little bit, select a star from EMP. All right. Focus on the department numbers. Department number, okay? Department. See here, employee number is the primary key. Here, department number is the primary key. Okay? Here is the catch. Department number in department table is the primary key. Whereas, department number in employee table is foreign key. I'm coming with one more concept. Okay? The department number in employee table is the foreign key. Okay, the rule is like this. Whatever the values are, whatever the department values in department, whatever the department number columns are there in department number, those values are only allowed into employee table of department number column. Okay. Suppose if 70, if 100 is not there in department number column of department table, you cannot enter 100 in department number. Why? These tables are, a relationship is set like that. Okay, let me ask you one question. There is a job. What they will say? Candidates who got more than 70% are only eligible to write the examination. What is happening now? The candidates who has more than 70% are only eligible to write the exam. If he has 70% in the exam, then only he is eligible to apply. Otherwise, not eligible. Same thing here also. If 100 is there in department table, where it should be department number column, right? Then only allow the value into employee table. See here, if the department is not there, how the employee will go into the department? Can you tell me? If there is no department in the company, see, 100 is a nuclear, okay, 100 is nuclear department. It is not there in the company. If employee comes and says, I want to be in the nuclear department of your company, what happens? You guys are getting what I'm saying? See, I'm applying for nuclear department in a company. In that company, nuclear department is not there. If I submit an application for nuclear department, what they will do? They will reject, right? You are applying to NJIT College of Engineering in Newark, New Jersey. They don't have, say, chemical engineering. If you apply for chemical engineering, what happens? They will reject, right? They will say, we don't have a chemical engineering department here to study. You have to go to some other company. Same thing here also. That's how they keep the relationship between the tables. Okay? I think a lot of confusion, right? Yeah, if anybody doesn't agree, let me know. I'll explain once again. Don't hesitate if you don't understand.
Yeah, Naga, can we go over it one more time?
I will, yes. I will definitely, I will go over it once again. Okay, let me clear one by one, okay? Just a brief discussion, I will get back to primary key and, foreign key. First and foremost thing is not null, right? Is a constraint. Null means no value. Not null means value. Right? So, whenever you say not null means you have to give some value. Otherwise, system will throw another. If the error says not null means you have to understand, oh, I should not give null value. That is clear. Next is unique. Unique means different. See, in home there will be two kids. Both are different, right? Boy may be liking something. Boy always likes to play, some fighting games. Girls, they're all calm and quiet. They want to say something, So they're different, but the same home. Similarly here also, we have two records. When you defined unique for PID, in the first value, in the first record, if you entered one value, for the second record you cannot give one. The reason, you already defined as unique. So the second record should be other than 1. It may be 2 or 3 or something else, but you cannot give 1. Okay, that is the meaning of unique. And as I told you, a table can have more than one column or one field as unique. Okay. All right. Now comes the primary key. See, primary key will be only one for one table, any table. Okay. The primary key can be consists of one column or combination of columns. That depends on the architect design, table design. We are not worried about it, but we should know what is primary key, that's all. Table consists of one primary key. Primary key means it is a not null. It is a unique, automatic. Suppose first record is 7369. I cannot give 7369 once again. Why? Social security number cannot be same. Bank numbers cannot be same. Checkbook numbers cannot be same. Bank routing numbers cannot be same. Will you agree to that? All of you. Okay. Therefore, they are different. And one more thing. These are all why we are defining constraints, so that we will have the right data in the tables. Okay. As I told you, we are applying for Harvard University. Harvard University, they will check your marks. They will check your how much service, what you call voluntary work you have done, what type of projects you have done. They will take all this into consideration. Okay. They will select the candidates who have very high grades, those who spend more time in the service, voluntary service, etc. Similarly, okay, when you define foreign key, see, understand like this. Employee table has a different, same number of things again and again, right? 10, 20, 30, 30, 20, 10. They are repeated again and again. But if you see department table, you see the difference in department number column. See, there will be only 110, 120, 130, 140 will be there. That's all, not more than that. See, there is only 110, 120, 130, only 140. Why? We are defining the values here. 10 means, oh, accounting, location New York. 20 means research, Dallas, like that. But employee, see, employee, they will define a table in such a way that what are the values in department number of department table, those values are only allowed into employee table. Okay, see, what are the values are there, those values are only here. Okay, how they define, I'll show here. How they define, they will define like this. This is the definition of primary, primary key.
Naga, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
The primary key has to be a unique key?
Yes, default.
They both go together in the sense that primary has to be a unique. Okay.
Yeah, primary default is unique key.
Okay.
Primary is unique key, definitely. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, good. So, this is the definition of the primary key. Okay, primary key. Yeah, I'll email Anna. I'll email all the information to everybody. Okay. Yeah. So one more thing I want to ask everybody, please refer to W3 schools. Okay, W3 schools. There is a lot of information. Yeah. See what happens, right? When you go to the client, they ask you these questions. You can only answer when you're on hands-on. Trust me, I'm telling you. Okay? You must be hands-on, otherwise we cannot. Yeah, I will show union, yeah, definitely. Union is very simple, Parik, very simple, union is, just the clubbing of 3 statements, that's all, okay? That's the most easiest statement is union, okay? We'll do that, no problem. Okay? Yeah, we'll do that, not an issue at all. So I'll say P, okay? That way primary, okay? Created, okay? We will give the same values. Let me give values here, okay? Into underscore P, okay? I'll say null, what happens, okay? Let me see. Let me clear this, clear screen. Okay, now I'm entering the values, okay? What it is mentioning here, insert failed. Cannot insert null into column P. Cannot insert null. It's saying very clearly you cannot insert null. So let's give one value. I'll say 1. All right, inserted. Now, if I give the same value, what happens? Okay, I'm inserting the same value. Index, yeah, we'll see later, not right now, we'll see later on, yeah. Okay, what is saying? See, primary key constraint is violated. Okay, So primary key means, say unique is already defined, right? Is already inside. Primary key means it's a unique. So violation of primary key. Violation of primary key. Yeah, cannot insert duplicate key into person's P. Okay, now I will say 2. That's it. They're all set. Okay. What is the advantage of primary keys? They are used to retrieve the data. They are used to combine 2 tables. Where we have used? We have used in EMP table, right? Yes or no? We have used in EMP table. EMP table, we have here, this is a foreign key. And department, this is primary key. I will show you how they will write the statement. They will write the statement like this. Okay. I'll create a table EMP number, order number, department number. Okay. It refers to which table? Department table. Of which column? Department number. Okay. See, this is how the relationship is maintained between 2 tables. When they create the table, they will mention here. Watch this one. Department number column of employee table is a foreign key. Means what are the values in department number column of department table are only eligible to enter into employee table. Okay. Otherwise, it won't take. Okay. What are the values in department number column of department table are only eligible to enter into employee. Which is telling? This one is telling. Okay. Okay, I'll repeat this one again. Okay, I will repeat this one again in the next class. So, in the next class, I'm going to talk about foreign key, primary key once again. As our friend asked me to talk about index, union all, I'll do that. So, union is very simple. Okay, union is very, very simple. I'll tell right away. It's very simple. But only thing, see, one thing I'm telling guys, you have to practice. Okay, just like, it's very simple. You have to learn from the nature. Okay, water seeps, water goes to the down, one bit by bit, right? Drop by drop. Same thing for us. Okay, the more you study, the more understand. Okay, by one reading, no, we can't get the essence of it. Of course, we may remember, but the real meaning we can't. Okay? All right, select star from EMP. Okay, let us see EMP1. Values are there. Okay, EMP number ename, right? That's I'll do right now. Union.
I know what is EMP1. So that's
another table. That's all. Another table. That's all. Okay. Another table. Okay. That's it. Now I can't take star, right? The reason. See, it will fail. All of you observe. Table name. That's all. It will fail. Okay. The reason. All queries combined using must have equal number of expression in the target list. That means, see, understand, observe this carefully, okay? Select star from EMP is giving how many columns? 8 columns, right? Employee 1 giving only 2 columns. That's the reason it has failed. So if I say select star, select EMP number, comma, E name. Similarly, then you got it? So can anybody tell me what is the definition of union now? I showed the example, right? See, whatever the statement, whatever the columns you're using in the first statement, I'll show you. Same thing. You say union and that's all. EMP2. If it is there, if not, it will fail. I don't know whether employee 2 is there or not. I don't know. See? Let me do one thing. I'll take 2 more minutes. We'll close it today. 500. Can anybody help me to create table employee 2? You have to go and search Google right away. Okay. EMP number. Okay.
Not null and unique.
Not required. Just I'll take integer. Okay. I'll take integer.
INT.
I don't take my website what I'm doing. Okay. But I'm not sure whether varchar. I'll say 25. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Now, can anybody tell me how to insert values here? Insert into table.
EMP2.
Values.
Values. Values.
Yeah. 100. Name right, Raj.
What does INT mean?
Integer, number. Number, that's all, okay? Number. Okay, now it's a number. Okay, now see how simple it is. Okay, Parik? See, but only one thing is, whatever the columns you are pulling here in the first statement, the same columns you have to pull in the second statement, same columns you have to pull in the third statement. Okay. Now, I'll say one more thing, union all. Let me see with these two, what happens. All of you understand this, okay? Okay. How many you got here? 17, right? Union all, let us see. You got 18. So anybody can tell me the difference? By seeing the example, I want you guys to at least analyze. See, I'll stop after this. Union all will bring the duplicates also. All the values it will bring. Okay, it will bring all the values. Okay, union will not allow duplicates. Union will not allow the duplicates. Okay, that's all. Okay. Of course, I'll repeat in next class also, but I'm giving a just one. See 101 James, right? See here. Let us remove 101 James. What happens? Understand there. See, James and Jones are all. See James, right? 2 times James are repeated in all. Now let us see. Very clarity. You cannot forget this. I'm telling you. Only once. See? Union all bring all the values, even duplicate also. Union will bring only unique values. No double. Okay, double values are repeated. Okay, but only one thing important is whatever the columns you are pulling here, they'll be used. Okay. So we'll talk, Parik, index we'll talk later on. It's already 10:10, right? So people must know. We'll talk in next class tomorrow. Take a couple of questions and we'll wrap it up in 2 minutes. Yeah, index we'll talk in next class. No problem. Good question, Parik. Yeah. So explain primary key. Give an example. Explain unique key. Example. By the way, one more thing, all of you please remember. If you know SQL very well, you are unique in the testing team. The guys who know SQL very well, they will be paid more. Especially in the finance industry, data warehousing, the billing rates are very high for the SQL. Same concept, that's all. The only difference, if you are able to give the difference between union and union all, you are all set. There is nothing, right? There is nothing. If you understand, there is nothing. But I know it takes time for you to understand. Okay. Okay. Next. Give an example for not null and explain foreign key. Define union and union all with examples and screenshots. Okay. All right. Okay then. Anybody have any question?
Naga, last question, I didn't get it.
Last question, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Last question. Anybody can help me out, please?
Define foreign key was there, after which I didn't get, before I type you went to something, and by the time I went and unmuted, it took me time.
No problem. Somebody will tell us.
Define union and unique.
Union all.
Union all.
Union all, yeah.
Voice is echoing. I can't understand.
Yeah, I'll tell you. What is union and union all?
What is union?
What is union and union all?
Okay. Union all. Okay, thank you.
Yes. Welcome. So, yes, I think Parik has some questions. Parik, ask me in the next class, okay? I'll clear all these things, okay? Toad and soap also I'll clear tomorrow, okay? In the next class. Okay? Good. So, I think it's 10:10 too late, right? Yeah. Yeah. Define union and union all with a screenshot. Yes. All right? So, we'll catch up in the next class. It's late for you, right? 10:10 is late for you, especially family or kids. Yeah. Any questions? Let me know. We'll clear in the next class. Okay.
Okay.
Good night. Good night. All.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you, Naga. Thanks for the
Thank
class.
all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.